It was freezing cold, about -30 degrees, but it was beautiful and it felt like we were in a winter wonderland.
It was
That's the reaction.
This is obviously a very unusual project in that, you know, it's this female assassin and she's a teenager as well. So what attracted you both to doing the film?
What attracted me was the fact that Saoirse suggested that I direct it, and generally I listen to Saoirse because she's very wise. So that was the first thing. The second thing was the character, and the third thing was to do some kind of action sequences. I thought might be fun because I'd never done something like that before.
Wasn't that a great reaction?
That was excellent.
That was quite good. You see, actually, because in action, it's all about selling the impact rather than the punch.
It's all about the reaction.
It's all about the reaction.
Not actually the action.
Action, you see.
Reaction.
See how I sold the punch there?
You did. You did with it.
Like that, you see. That's the reaction.
Nice.
The action side of it was really exciting because neither of us had done that before, and the script had such great potential to be an actual, like a really interesting story, especially because of the main character, you know. And I felt like as we went along, Hannah developed all these different layers that just made her more and more interesting. And even though she seems quite simplistic in her behaviour, she's complicated.
As the character, you got to do a lot in this film. You got to speak, you know, these different languages. You got to do these fight scenes where you're taking down men twice your size.
Yeah,
you got to ride on the back of a motorcycle with a cute boy. I mean,
he was cute, wasn't he?
He was cute. Yeah.
He was a cute
He's
guy.
very cute, yeah. And you almost got to kiss him, but not quite.
Almost.
So what was the most fun for you?
The motorbike would have been, but it went at like 10 miles an hour. And it wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. What was the most exciting thing? I loved shooting in Finland. I think we all did. It was freezing cold, about -30 degrees, which is just unimaginable. But it was beautiful and it felt like we were in a winter wonderland. Everything was kind of perfect.
What about for you? What was the most fun?
I want to say Finland as well, but then that's kind of like
You could just nod.
I could just nod. I loved Finland. I liked Essaouira, which is a seaside town in Morocco, and every morning on my way to work I'd walk through this kind of medieval town and drink a coffee in this medieval square. It's where Orson Welles shot Othello. And it's an extraordinary place. It's also where Castles in the Air was written by Jimi Hendrix, and so I like that.
And as far as the fight scenes go, I mean, how is that for you? And do you want to do more sort of action-y films after this, do you think?
To do the fight scenes was fun. It took a lot of preparation and practice and training. What made it a little easier to understand was, well, thinking of it as dance choreography. Because I think everyone feels this way, but we both love music, and it's such a romantic thing to do. So to think of fight choreography in that way makes it a lot more manageable. And would I do more action films? Action-y films is actually what you said. Action-y films, yeah, if it was like this, if it had an interesting story and the character was something that, well, someone who was a bit weird, basically, then yeah.